Well, hello there, gang. It is I, Dave Murray, the big guy at Mayniax Branding, and today we're going to talk a little bit about head fakes. Yeah, man, all sports have them. You got football, where the quarterback has to sit here and he looks off a linebacker so they go that way when really the quarterback's going to throw that way. Or you've got the running back who's running one way, jukes a little bit to get somebody to go that way, and then the running back just goes the other way. You've got head fakes in basketball, you've got head fakes in soccer, you've got head fakes in hockey, all kinds of that good stuff. And then when it comes to baseball, you've got the pitcher standing there on the mound, and he's getting ready to pitch, but he sees somebody trying to steal second off of first, and so he might chuck the ball over to first base just to keep the runner honest. There's all kinds of great fakes. It's great for strategy. It's all kinds of good stuff. And then you've got golf, where you just sit back there and you're like, you know what? Never mind. Golf's well, one, it's not really a sport, but two, you don't really fake much in golf. So anyway, what this video is going to deal with, we'll throw it that way. What this video is going to deal with is the fact that great brands head fake. Let's get started. All right, now for this part of the video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a guy named Randy Pausch, who wrote a book years ago called The Last Lecture. Now, The Last Lecture at the time, I don't know if it's still the case, but was a series given to professors at Carnegie Mellon. And Randy Pausch, this was very literally his last lecture. He was going to die. He knew he was going to die. He had some hardcore cancer that at the time was just not treatable. I don't even know if it is today, but his speech was not at all sad. He was excited about the life that he'd led. I mean, you get a little misty because you realize, holy crap, this guy has so much great knowledge, so much great insight, and he's going to die. And so you do feel badly about that. But the reason I bring him up, and also I'll link to his book in the description. I think it was pretty cool. I'll also link to his YouTube video of the last lecture. But the reason I bring him up is I want to think more in terms of the way he uses head fake and less about all the goofy sports analogies I just went with. So Randy said in his book, parents tell their children to play sports not because they really want them to become football stars, but to help them develop collaboration and socializing skills. All right, now I'm going to throw this. So that's more what I'm talking about when it comes to a head fake. It's kind of, I would say it is benevolent deception. For instance, well, it's something that great brands do. And I won't get into the for instance yet. We'll do that in this next part. So how exactly does a head fake work in the context of your brand? Well, remember, we're talking benevolent deception here. We're not trying to be evil. I would say the head fake, the part that everybody knows your brand for, tends to be what your brand does. But the head fake part of it is what the brand's actually trying to do. The head fake is, okay, we do this, but what they're actually trying to do is maybe the vision. They're trying to drag people along. They want to make sure that this vision is worth fighting for. They want to go for it. And the best way they know how to do that, because of possibly the skills they have, is through whatever it is they do. So to break that down simply, or a little more as an entrepreneur to solopreneur to entrepreneurs and business owners, SIBOs, that's right. I would say the head fake for Mayniax branding is what I do. So you might think branding's what they're all about and everything. Not really. What Mayniax branding is actually about is trying to empower entrepreneurs, trying to empower solopreneurs and business owners so that they can make their communities better, whatever they think of as their community. So, for instance, let's say I'm out there and I'm branding, and suddenly we've just got all kinds of people throwing money at Mayniax because they understand the importance of the vision. They understand all these things, right? And I'm super geeked because I'm doing better financially. I'm also super geeked because I'm helping all these other people do better financially. That's right. That's one of those benefits of branding. We'll talk about that in a later post. So I'm excited about that. But not only that, now I've got the money coming in where I'm like, oh man, I can't possibly do this all by myself, all on my own. So I hire people to come in and help me out. So that employs them, that helps them with their self-worth, plus they're getting a paycheck. They're going out and being geeked with their families, taking them out to dinners, hanging out with their friends, enjoying life a little more because they've got money coming in. So that's one way that I can do this. And as I'm pushing the vision forward, as I gain more money, you're walking down the sidewalk and you see somebody that's needs some money. You just give them $5 or you offer to go buy them a cup of coffee and it's not a big deal. Or you go and help out the shelter that could use some help, and you help out a lot more charities, which when you're helping these things out, everything ends up better for those communities. So it's that kind of thing, right? That's the big thing, is we want entrepreneurs to be able to crush it so that they can make their communities better places to live. Maybe even if they do really well, become powerful enough where they can kind of help control the rules of whatever's going on in their community, possibly take it all the way to the feds and employ lobbyists for good reasons instead of, I like to say, sugar water and fake drugs and, tech. Yeah. So the head fake again, branding. That's right. I know branding and that's why I use it. But what I'm doing with the branding is trying to push entrepreneurs making this world a better place. There you go. What kind of head fake are you using in your brand? Well, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow wherever you're watching this. And if you want to learn how to build your own brand without spending, tens of thousands of dollars, check out Mayniax Branding on Patreon, where you get to learn how to actually build it for $10 a month. Yeah, I can't do it for you, but you can learn how to do it yourself, and you can learn all kinds of tips on what to look out for when you're possibly hiring others to help you out as well. For instance, you're going to need a logo, and if you don't want to build the logo, hey, you'll at least have the knowledge about what goes into the logo. That's right, I just talked about logo on a branding channel. Who knew? So that's it, everybody. Hope you're all staying safe. Hope you're all staying healthy, and definitely hope you're having fun. And hey, you'd better be staying gutsy, gang.